William here, Patriot Containers. Today's Friday the 17th. What can I say? I guess my videos, back to what I always say, are here to help you. This industry is changing. And I even talked to a driver the other day that says, hey, I'm going to get out of this industry because it's getting so bad. And I go, well, why? And he goes, well, these other companies are just ruining it. And I go, well, look, I'm the only one making videos like this doing something about it. Why don't you do it? So there's kind of people that want to put up a fight, and there's people that want to go away. I'm one of those fighters, and I have a business in this industry that has a perfect record of doing with what's right for customers. I started Patriot Containers because of the companies I used to work for were bad. And I said, well, I can do this on my own, but do with what's right for customers. So I started this business to help customers. And of course I get paid for it. A couple of my videos ago, I talked about how a lot of these multi-level marketing companies that are trying to automate this industry, which is not beneficial for a buyer, it's beneficial for the company. They have a lot of voice over IP Google phone numbers that are internet phone numbers because they don't want to use their cell phone, or they don't want you to know that they're in another country. Before Facebook Marketplace, most container companies marketed on Craigslist. And either you did your ads yourself, or you had an employee doing it, or you hire a company that posts ads constantly all day. Craigslist used to be free. Then Craigslist, at least when I stopped doing it, it was $3 an ad. So every ad cost $3, and then somebody else would post an ad, and somebody else, and then so you post an ad and the ad would just go down. So then you have to post another. So Craigslist turned into a money-making machine. To stay relevant as a business, you have to just keep feeding them money. Then Facebook Marketplace came out, and I was spending less on marketing, but taking way more calls and making way more money. Then COVID happened. Then multi-level marketing companies popped up, and a lot of these companies are selling with lies instead of selling with the truth, and their business is a trap. And that's with what it is currently. They don't offer a good service. They offer a service for the company, but not their buyers. That's why they have so many complaints that you guys don't read. So when you Google these phone numbers and it says Google IP phone number, probably not a good sign that you should communicate with them. Same thing that goes with me. So on Facebook, I'm married to a Latino or a Latina. I have a lot of Latino people message me, hey, I'm interested in your containers. And then I click on their profile, and it just doesn't look like a real human being. They have one picture, minimal information, and I respond, please call me. No call. Some people don't even look at the response, so I don't understand why they messaged. But me personally, if my help is free and I apply zero sales pressure and I actually want to tell you the truth and help you as a customer, even if I don't want to make a sale, I want to help you. If you can't dial a phone and actually use your voice to speak with a real person that wants to help you, I don't want you to see my ads again. That's it. If you can't dial a phone number and I'm trying to help you, why would I want you to message me again in 2 months or 3 months? So what I do is I just block the person so they can never message us again. But it's amazing that how many, I don't even know if these people are in America. It seems like it's a business out of Mexico. And again, I don't know if this is true. But I've never seen so many Latino Facebook accounts that look like they're not real people. And it's just, I swear it's like 90% of them. And so the reason I'm making this video is I had somebody call me today. I don't know if let's just say they wanted two 40-footers, which is a good sale. I make significant, decent money off of 1, 2, or 10, whatever. And this person is insisting that he does not want a good container. Well, I don't sell bad containers, so I know this conversation's not going in the direction that I want it to, because if I sell this person with what they want, they're going to become a problem, okay? Some people don't want help. They want to demand that I run my business a specific way. I look at it this way. I can't control you as a buyer. You're the buyer. You can buy with whatever you want. You can buy from whoever you want. I can't control you. You can be very mean. You can be very nice. You can be male, female, whatever race. I can't control you, but I can control my business. And back to Patriot Containers, 11 years in this business and not one single complaint from anybody that's ever bought a container from me. That's insanely unheard of. I hate saying that. I really do. I'm proud of that because none of these companies can ever say that. They all have complaints. They all have horror stories of ripping you guys off and getting away with it. And when there is a problem, they desert you like they're not even your customer. I would never, ever do that. Anyways, so this customer that called me, he's insisting that he wants a bad container. I already know to not even quote him because he's just going to buy from whoever gives him the cheapest price. He's going to buy from one of these Pinocchio rookie companies that lies out their teeth about quality, price, their service, and he's going to, if he is a real buyer, and I'll tell you why I don't think he's a real buyer. I Googled his phone number, and I'm starting to do this now because there is so many scams in this industry that you just never know who you're talking to anymore. So I Googled the phone number, and it's a Google IP phone number. Sorry, you don't have a real phone number? I'm not selling you a container. And on top of it, you want a piece of crap anyways. Just, if that's a real buyer, he's in luck because all these other companies are waiting to take advantage of that specific type of customer. And I don't cater to that customer. Now, there's a difference between catering to those types of customers. They think they don't want a good used one or a good new one. They think that. They think that taking the cheap route is going to be the smartest thing for them. The problem with me is I want to tell that guy, hey, what you're requesting is bad. If I sell this to you, you're not going to like it. He didn't want to listen. Now, if he calls another company that is dying to close that person and take his money, there's two ways they can do it. They can A, tell the truth and make a sale, or B, they can lie out their teeth and say, we have lifetime warranties, we have money back guarantees, this cheap container is going to be amazing. It's going to be wind and watertight. We only sell good used containers. What else do they say? 100% satisfaction guarantee. We're not brokers. Everybody else is brokers, but we're not. And they are brokers. So when you sell something with a lie and you have terms and conditions that allows the company to charge a cancellation fee, restocking fee, keeping your delivery money, the company is protected for all the wrong things that they said to take that person's money. Patriot Containers doesn't do that to you guys. And I can't. It's you got to understand, if 95% of companies are liars and they're going to do the job wrong, This is the amount of good companies. So you got this big circle of all these scumbag sellers and this little tiny circle of good sellers. I'm in this circle. I don't want to be close to those scumbags. And the proof is in the pudding. Go onto the internet for every company you talk to. If they don't have a website, they're a scam. There's no information on the internet about who you're talking to and who they work for, they're a scam. If they do have a website and they are a business, you might want to read their terms and conditions. You might want to read all their lowest ratings. Go to Yelp. All these container companies have a 1-star rating on Yelp, and they do a horrible job, and they don't care, because once you place an order, you're screwed. You're going to lose money by going with these bad companies. So, yeah, back to this call. I blocked his phone number, blocked him on Facebook, Google IP phone number. He wanted crappy containers, and he didn't want to listen, so there's nothing I can do. So why would I ever want to talk to that person again? So anyways, guys, that's it. Have a great weekend. Goodbye.